connection seems a little floopy. Today is the last day. Yay! Woo. Okay, everyone. I'm just setting up my screen right now for y'all to see. Let me share my screen with you. So we're gonna officially start today. Yes. So good morning. If you just came in, I'm going to take attendance in about 10 minutes. I'll wait for more people to come in. Aaron, can you remind me to take attendance in a couple of minutes? Yes. Thank you. Instead of taking attendance, I'm going to show you my screen. We are going to have circle time today for a couple of minutes. After we have circle time, we're going to do one work assignment, meaning we're only going to read one article. And then after we read that article, we're basically going to be done. We're just going to be, I'll have a little assignment at the end of class today, and I'm going to explain to you what that is. Just bear with me 1 second.
What about Kahoot?
Yes, we're going to do a Kahoot as well. Okay, bear with me. So that's what we're going to do now. Today is June 24th of 2020. Today is the last day of summer school. Congratulations. We're going to have a circle time moment right now. Then we're going to have one cold read, just one. Then we're going to play a game, a Kahoot game. And then after that, I know I put a word study, but we're not really going to do a word study today. I know that's going to be a lot. We're just going to briefly go over yesterday's exit ticket because I know it was difficult for everyone. And that's okay, guys. That's okay that it was difficult. I wasn't expecting everyone to do an amazing job in the exit ticket for day number 12. I just wanted to see how many people were able to do it. And then we're going to have an exit ticket day 13. The exit ticket for today is going to be different. You don't have to do any type of activity or work. It's just going to be a reflection. But I'm going to speak about that in a second. But before we do that, guys, congratulations. We have made it to the end. We are officially done with summer school, like I've been saying. In the chats, I would like you to answer this question. How do you guys feel about officially becoming middle school students after today? Today is the last day of summer school, meaning you've officially completed your chapter of elementary school. So how do you guys feel about being middle school students? How do you feel about that? Write your responses in the chat, and then we're going in about a minute or two. I'm going to ask some people to come off of mute and give me their experience, and we're going to talk about this for a couple minutes because it's something very interesting. Congratulations again, and I'm really happy for everyone. Really am. Just gonna give you a couple more minutes.
When I feel about middle school, I feel confident that I feel nervous at the same time because when you go in, there's gonna be a lot of big kids than me. They're gonna be looking around like, no my class out. Then all of a sudden, this one tall dude come out, I'm just gonna have to win. I could do that.
Okay, so Deshaun, you are scared that people are going to be bigger than you? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
But aren't you the same age as me?
Yeah.
That's okay. Oh, sorry about that. What about you, Aaron? Can you share with us your response?
I feel kind of awesome that I am going to middle school, but I am kind of scared.
You're scared. Why are you scared?
Because I hope people don't engage my anger. You know how my anger gets if you
Yes.
pick on me.
But I want you to remember something, Aaron, that no matter what people say, you also have to be in charge of yourself, right? You have to try your best. I know you have to try your best to control yourself, even when people say stuff, because people are always going to say stuff. That's not going to, that's not going to go away. But you are smart and you are strong enough to have self-control, right? Anyone else? Anyone else would like to come off mute? Ryan, would you like to come off mute? I know you responded a couple of times. I know you said you feel good. Ryan says he feels good. Angel Carrasco, would you like to come off mute? We're officially doing circle time, guys. This is circle time, so I would like you guys to participate. This is a little bit different than the question of the day. I want to know your opinion.
I feel good being a middle schooler.
Can we see your face? Ryan feels good. Angel Carrasco, would you come off mute, show us your face, give us your opinion? What do you think? Desmarina, you're next, just to give you a warning. Everyone is participating for this moment, okay? Let's wait for Angel. Julian, what do you think? Give us your wisdom, Julian, your opinion. What do you think?
I feel good about going to middle school.
You're ready?
Yeah.
How do you think you're going to do? Are you going to do a good job, or is it going to be hard for you? What do you expect? What are some of your expectations? Not sure?
What, Mr. Lobos?
Yes, sir.
I actually have a question to all of all the people. What kind of middle school are you gonna go to? Like, what's the name of the middle school that you're gonna go to?
That's a good question. Would anyone like to-
William James.
I don't know.
You don't know what middle school you guys are going to?
My mom said I was going to William James.
William James? Okay. Does Marina, she doesn't know?
Well, I
Angel
think
Carrasco?
mine's JP Elders, but I don't know.
Who got accepted into an academy? Did anyone get accepted into an academy?
I did not.
Or we?
I did. I'm going to
Julian got accepted?
Young Men's Leadership Academy.
Young Men's Leadership Academy. Congratulations, Julian.
Congrats.
That's really nice.
I had to go to JP Elders because I wasn't accepted.
Good morning, Eduardo. Eduardo just joined us this morning. It's really nice. Okay, let me read your responses because some of you guys are being really shy. I'm not sure why. We're supposed to be showing our beautiful faces on the screen. It's circle time. Right now, I'm having circle time with one person or two people because I can't see anyone else. Desmarina doesn't want to participate. Let me see. Eduardo just came in. Eduardo, answer the question for us. How do you feel about middle school? Are you ready? Do you think you're ready for middle school? Yes? No? Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you for those that participated this morning. The rest of us are really shy. Some people don't want to show their faces, and that's okay. So I'm officially going to take attendance because I was waiting for people to join.
I'm sure my
Okay. Let me take attendance, guys, because we had no one, literally no one, a couple seconds ago. So Aaron is here. Lawrence is here. Angel Carrasco's here. Eduardo is here this morning. Desmarina is here this morning. Julian. Richard.
Desmarina.
And
Deshaun.
Ryan. Ryan is here.
And Deshaun too.
Deshaun is here, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes, Deshaun is here. Oh, okay, guys. So I officially took attendance. Now we're going to do our lesson for today. How many of you guys are ready for your last lesson for today?
Me, Mr. Lobo.
I know, I'm going to show my screen. Was that your question, Deshaun?
Huh?
Was that your question?
What question?
Never mind.
I just said Mr. Lobos. Mr. Lobo. Whatever I said.
Okay, I need a few volunteers to help me read for today for our passage. The name of the passage is Reshaping New York. Wow, what a coincidence, right? A good passage about New York. Aaron wants to read. Who else wants to read? Deshaun, do you want to read? Ryan, can you read the second paragraph? Anyone else? Okay, we're gonna start with
I want to read.
followed by Ryan, and then ending with Deshaun. And Aaron, you can start. Reshaping New York.
Reshaping New York. Each year, tens of millions of people visit New York City. They now might realize that it's a beautiful city was a result of very careful planning. This planning was so successful that New York City became a model for other cities across the nation. During much of the 20th century, many government-funded construction projects sprang up in New York. Most of these projects were built under the direction of Robert Moses. Although Moses was not trained as a city planner or engineer, he had vision of mind to improve the city and to bring its brilliance to a whole new level.
Thank you, Aaron. Now, Ryan, Robert Moses' vision.
Robert Moses' vision. Moses held many different positions within the city government. During this time, he had more and more influence in the city's building projects. Moses
Moses made.
Moses made major changes to the city's park, highway, bridges, and tunnels. He had two important goals in mind.
These what?
There were to expand existing parks and to make the park easier to reach by cars, and many more people were driving them.
Okay. This is actually really important, because there's actually a park on Long Island where I live called Robert Moses Park, and this actually makes more sense to get an insight of what this is because it's by the beach, and it's very easy for people to get there by cars. There's multiple ways to get there. So this guy is actually really important. And Deshaun,
Practice assist.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Deshaun.
Have some assist. First,
Ryan, can you mute yourself, please? Thank you.
first he expanded the Central Park Zoo. Then he directed the construction of a- of
Of the bridge?
of a bridge to connect three of the areas New York City. This was followed by the construction of other bridges. He built highways in the suburbs. Okay. Less populated areas outside the city. He could see the rising use of cars and the ability to get into the city easily were important to people living there.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Deshaun. Angel Carrasco, can you read this one, the last one for us, please? Master Builder.
Moses built some of New York's finest buildings, such as the Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts. Shea Stadium, another of Moses' projects, was home to New York Mets baseball team. Moses also used his influence to convince the United Nations to make its headquarters in
Manhattan?
Manhattan instead of
Philadelphia?
as first planned. His project developed and planning was so effective that the other cities around the nation adopted his idea.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate everyone participating. For everyone that read, thank you. You're going to get 1 point of participation for today, individually. Today is the last day to get points, by the way. I am going to read the selection one more time. Remember, we read the selection twice, always to know the details of the story or the passage. However, I would like you guys to think about this question. What is the section Robert Moses' vision mostly about? So what is the main idea of that specific section? Okay, so reshaping New York. Each year, tens of millions of people visit New York City. What they may not realize is that this beautiful city was a result of very careful planning. This planning was so successful that New York City became a model for other cities across the country or across the nation. During much of the 20th century, many government-funded construction projects sprang up in New York. Most of these projects were built under the direction of Robert Moses. Although Moses was not trained as a city planner or engineer, he had a vision in mind to improve the city and bring its brilliance to a whole new level. What was Robert Moses' vision? So remember, this is where we're going to get the main idea, right? That's the question. So start thinking about that. Moses held many different positions within the city government. During this time, he had more and more influence in the city's building projects. Moses made major changes to the city parks, highways, bridges, and tunnels. He had two important goals in mind. These were to expand existing parks and to make the parks easier to reach by car, since many more people were driving them. Path to success. First, he expanded the Central Park Zoo. Then he directed the construction of a bridge to connect 3 of the areas of New York City. This was followed by the construction of other bridges. He built highways in the suburbs or less populated areas outside the city. He could see that the rising use of cars and the ability to get into the city easily were important to people living there. And then master builder. Moses built some of New York's finest buildings, such as the Lincoln Center for Performing Arts, Shea Stadium. Another of Moses' projects was home to the New York Mets baseball team. Moses also used his influence to convince the United Nations to make its headquarters in Manhattan instead of Philadelphia as first planned. His project developed and planning was so effective that other cities around the nation adopted his ideas. And this is really cool, guys, because in the city, it's not like other cities where like you can get lost. I mean, people still get lost because it's such a big city, but everything is in order. You have First Street, Second Street, Third Street, Fourth Street, Fifth Street. So if you're ever lost in the city, you can actually find your way because everything is literally by numbers. It goes by numbers and it's in order. Even though it's such a big city, and you can use a subway system to get yourself through there. And yeah, there's so much more information about that. But I thought this article was pretty cool because it gave us a lot of information and detail about the planning of the city. Now, in the chats, I would like you guys to give me the best response or the best answer to this section right here. So we're trying to find the main idea of this paragraph right here, right? So what is Robert Moses' vision, this section, mostly about? Is it A, is it about Robert Moses' different jobs within the government? Is it B, some of the cities that appreciated Robert Moses? Is it C, some of the buildings Robert Moses is famous for? Or is it D, Robert Moses' goal or his goal in making changes in the city? What do you guys think? Take the next 30 seconds to answer that question. Okay, let's see. Everyone is picking D. D. The correct answer, guys, is D. You are correct. Basically, it's giving us his main goals for the changes that he wants in the city. Where do we find that? Right here. Moses had major changes to the city's parks and tunnels. He had two important goals in mind. They were to expand existing parks and to make the parks easier to reach by car, since more people were driving them, right? So that is correct. The second best answer, these two are wrong, by the way, has nothing to do with that. The second best answer would be this one, A, Robert Moses' different jobs in the government, but it doesn't really talk about his jobs. It talks more about his goals and his ambition. So the answer is D. Next question. Which section contains information about the bridges Robert Moses helped build? So which one of these sections talks about the bridges? Does anyone remember?
Yeah.
Okay, document your answer in the response, okay? In the chats. Okay, let's see what people are saying. People are saying H, path to success. H. Ryan says H. Anyone else? Anyone disagrees with that? Richard says H. There's like 10 people here, guys. Julian says H. What do you think, Desmarina? Angel Carrasco says H. Desmarina says D. The correct answer is H, guys. I put it in front of you guys so that you could see it. I gave you the answer right here. This is the only section that really talks about bridges, right? He built highways in suburbs of less populated areas. This was followed by the construction of other bridges, right? So this is the only section that really talks about bridges. So that is correct. H is correct. Next question. The selection, Reshaping New York, is mostly about, so now it's talking about everything. It's talking about like the whole passage. What is the main idea, guys? What is the main idea of this passage? Think about the 5 W's, who, what, when, where, why, to help us find the main idea of this passage. Is it A, the types of buildings and public works Robert Moses built? Is it B, what made Robert Moses a master builder of New York City? Is it C, the importance of Robert Moses building work in New York City, or how Robert Moses helped expand parks and make them easy to access? Okay. There's like 2 answers, guys, that look very familiar, like similar. Like 2 of these answers look like they're correct, but there's only 1 correct. So just be careful. I think it's kind of dark in here. Let me turn on lights. Okay, I think that's much better, right? It was kind of dark in here. Deshaun says C. Richard says C. Aaron says A. I'm going to wait for more responses because 3 answers is not enough. What do you guys think?
You forgot about me.
Who did I forget about?
Me.
Richard? Oh, Ryan. I'm sorry. Come on, guys. What do you think? Kick it in. What do you think? Angel says A. Edgar says pick one. Edgar, you have to choose an answer. Aaron says A. C. Okay. The correct answer is A, guys. Is about the types of buildings and public works that Robert Moses built. So it's not just about the parks, guys, because I was thinking it probably is about, you know, how great he is or the importance of Robert Moses in New York or how he helped expand parks, right? But he didn't only build parks, guys, or roads or bridges. He had entire projects, and that affected the creation of the whole city, how the city was shaped. So it's about the types of buildings and public works that he built. That is the correct answer. So I think Aaron got that correct. Everyone else was choosing C, the importance of Robert Moses building work in New York City. That is really good. Remember, there's always like 2 answers that are correct, or 2 answers that are seem like they're correct, or they're very similar, they're very close. But the correct answer for this one is A. Do you guys have a question about that? Do you guys see why it's A? Or do you think it's still tricky? That was tricky. That question was a little tricky. Next question. Okay, so for this one, I need a volunteer. How does a section master builder, all the way at the bottom, idea of the selection? How does this contribute to the main idea?
I don't know.
Let's read it. I'm going to read it to you guys, and then you tell me how that contributes to the main idea. Moses built some of New York's finest buildings, such as the Lincoln Center of Performing Arts, the Shea Stadium, another of Moses' projects, was home to New York Mets baseball team. Moses also used his influence to convince the United Nations to make his headquarters in Manhattan instead of Philadelphia, as first planned. His project development and planning was so effective that other cities around the nation adopted his ideas. So how do you think that selection contributes to the main idea of the whole story?
Okay, so I mostly think that I still couldn't figure out that well, actually Aaron can go.
Okay, so what I think of
Okay.
that paragraph
One at a
is
time.
like
Only one at a time.
what I think of the paragraph. Ryan, can you please stop? Please stop, Ryan.
I ain't doing nothing.
Ryan,
Okay,
can you put yourself on mute?
Can you just mute him because like he's like
It's
like
okay.
this.
It's okay, Aaron. It's okay. What do you think?
What I think of this paragraph is about like other islands adopting Moses' ideas for creation.
Can you explain a little further? Like, can you explain what that means?
It means like go to the bottom
Yeah.
and see his projects developed and planning was so effective that other cities around the nation adopted his ideas.
So how does that contribute to the whole idea of to the whole main idea of the passage though?
That like Moses has good ideas and people congratulate him from building New York.
So would you say that he was influential?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say Moses was influential and his ideas were adopted by other cities across the country.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you, Aaron. Anyone else has a different answer? Who has a different answer? Julian, Richard.
What dog? Hold on, bro. I gotta do my dog.
Or do you agree with Aaron? These are some examples of the things that
I'm like,
he did.
I do agree because they did say he adopted they did say the other city adopted his ideas.
Okay. So you agree with Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. So how do the sections contribute to the idea? How do the sections contribute to the idea in the introduction that Robert Moses had a vision to improve the city? So now we're talking about each of the sections. How do each of these individual sections, Robert Moses' vision and path to success and master builder, how do these sections contribute to the introduction? This is the introduction, guys, that Robert Moses had a vision to improve the city.
Mm, I'll let someone else think. I'll let someone else go. They don't say my answer. I need to think about this one.
These questions are a little more difficult, guys. They're tougher, but it's because we have to use our critical thinking skills, right? We have to really think about it. We can't just put whatever comes to our mind. We have to think, what are these sections doing? Mhm. How are they contributing to the full path?
Okay, let me mute my mic. I'm sorry.
Julian, I want Julian to answer this question. He's been too quiet today. Help us, Julian. What do you think? ¿Qué crees? Is telling us how does each of these sections, master builder, path to success, Robert Moses' vision, how do those sections contribute to the introduction? This is the introduction that Robert Moses had a vision to improve the city. If you guys don't feel comfortable talking, you can always document your answers in the chats. So if you don't know, if you don't want to speak, then you can put your answers in the chat so I can know that you guys are paying attention.
He says doing so that he's thinking.
That's okay. It's okay that he's thinking. So I'll give you guys another minute.
I think I'll actually say my answer.
What do you think, Aaron?
I think that like each and every paragraph is like maybe like talking about the steps of how Moses could improve the city.
Okay. So you're saying each section exemplifies the steps taken by Robert Moses
To improve New York.
to improve. I like that. I like that, Aaron. So basically, those are just what he did, right? It gives us the steps of the things that he was able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you, Aaron. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good answer. Anyone else have another answer, another response? Yes? No?
He had a vision to improve the city because that's why he kept working on it.
He had a vision to improve the city, and those sections show his work.
Kind of same as mine.
Yeah, but it's a different answer. So remember when we are responding to these questions, you have to make sure that you're using complete sentences in your answers. So those two are really good answers. He had a vision to improve the city, and those sections show his work. Okay, so that was the last question, guys. That was the last question for the section. Thank you for everyone that participated. You guys get extra credit points today. It is 9:40. We are going to play our Kahoot game for today at this time. And then after that, I have a different assignment. Before we leave today, I have a different assignment for you guys. It's an exit ticket, but it's different. It's not going to be like the ones that we usually take. This one is going to be specifically tailored for today, the last day of classes for summer school. In the meantime, you may go to Kahoot, sign in. We're going to play one last game. So you have one more opportunity to gain 2 extra credit points. So if you didn't participate in the readings, if you didn't participate in the open, you have the chance to win some points right now.
Mr. Robles, by the way, I also put the Statue of Liberty on my name.
What happened?
I put the Statue of Liberty on my name right after Avalos.
Oh, okay.
You saw Crunchy. You saw Crunchy Koshi.
Sorry, guys, I'm just checking in. I think we have like 3 other players right now. 3 people logging in. We have a total of, who are we missing? Richard, Desmarina, Richard is here, so we're missing Desmarina. Oh, Aaron, I see. You put the Statue of Liberty. Okay, if you decide to join us, the number is going to be at the bottom, like right here. So you could always join the game. It's open if you want to join the game. No one got the question right? Okay. These are easy questions, guys. This is just a review. Oh, good. All of the above. The setting could be anywhere. Could be in a park. Could be in a museum, in a store, at a school. Julian is in the lead with the pizza emoji. Which element of setting affects the story, guys? Okay. Ooh. Think about this question. What is an element of a setting, of the setting? The mood. When and where the story takes place. Everyone got that right. That's awesome. Julian is back in the lead. In order to decide what the setting of a story is, what needs to happen, guys?
What word?
Don't give your answers, guys. Look for the details, guys. Look for the details. It's going to tell you where the setting is taking place. It's going to be within the first couple of paragraphs. Yes, this Kahoot is about setting. Ooh, Ryan is in the lead now. All of those answers are good, guys. Is the setting always directly stated in the story? Can they directly tell you this? Okay, this is the setting? Or what? False. They don't have to tell you directly. They'll show you, but they don't have to tell you directly. Julian, what happened? Can the setting affect the character's mental state? Meaning, can the characters be confused about what's going on in the story? True. The character could be totally confused about what's going on. Setting can show a different way of life. True. Depending on where it's taking place, right? Multi-select. Oh, okay. There's one more question left. Let's see who's going to be the winner. This is the last question. Setting can make the character's actions more real. Basically, can the setting make the character's actions more real? Let's see who's the third place winner. Aaron. Woo! Second place, Angel Carrasco.
And Julian.
Fourth place is Deshaun. Fifth place is Ryan.
One question: did third place winners get points too?
No, only first and second place.
Aw.
You know that. You know that. I'm finding Julian's name right now. Give me 1 second.
Julian said, "Let's go."
Let's not go, Mike.
Why was I saying you were
Okay. Can everyone see me? Okay. So thank you for everyone who's been participating actively throughout this presentation. I have one more thing that I want to show you before we do our exit ticket. That way you guys know exactly what's going to happen. This is the point system, guys. Can you see my screen? I still have to update the attendance, guys. Meaning I'm still going to put the points for everyone who attended. Okay? I'm still going to update the homework so people can still get points for the homework.
Like, at
And then-
what day can we see, like, you know, the
Will I
total?
get points for attendance? And
Guys, I'm going to finish speaking first, right? And then I'm going to answer the questions. Okay? Because maybe I'm going to say the answer. So just pay attention. I'm still going to update the Achieve articles, guys. And I'm still going to update the class participation. So I'm going to update everything. The only thing that is really updated is the Kahoot winners and the Achieve articles from the other day. Besides that, right now we have Angel Carrasco in the lead with 58 points. He's going to get a prize. If he did everything else, he might get to 65 points where he's going to get 2 prizes. I am going to let you know. So the deadline.
I was here every day.
Hmm? No, you were not. There was like 2 days that you came in late. You came in one day late, like
I'm here every day.
45 minutes. But I'm gonna go back and check the attendance because I always take the attendance. So if you see that for the attendance that you don't have a good grade, I'm gonna update that. This is not what it is. So don't look at the attendance and think that's the final attendance. I'm still going to update that. So don't worry about that. Okay? I haven't finished that. So what I was trying to say is that I am going to update this today, and this is going to go up. Even though there's no summer school tomorrow, you guys can still check your accounts because it's still going to be there. So you can check your account tomorrow. Check it by 12 noon. Okay? Check your account tomorrow by 12 noon. I should have that updated for you guys by then. If it's not updated, just give me a little bit more time, but it's going to be updated tomorrow by tomorrow afternoon. And then you have until today to finish all the work. You have until the end. He'll give you like Ryan. You have like 2 more hours to finish your work. Right now, you guys are going to go to Mr. Paz's class, but after you go to Mr. Paz's class, from 11 o'clock to 1 p.m., you have 2 hours from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. to finish any work that you have not finished. At 1 o'clock today, everything is going to close. Okay, everything is going to close, meaning you. Who just left right now?
Lawrence.
Richard.
Okay,
Richard.
I mean not Lawrence, Richard.
Richard just came back. You have until 1 p.m. today to finish all the work. After 1 p.m. today, I'm not accepting anything else. So before we leave today, the exit ticket, go to day number 13. Under exit tickets, go to day number 13. The exit ticket for today is easy. You're going to write an end of the summer reflection. Your reflection is going to be 1 paragraph, 3 to 4 sentences. Write a short reflection of 3 to 4 sentences about your summer experience. Tell me what you liked about summer school. Tell me what you didn't like about summer school. Tell me about what you learned in summer school. What are some of the things that you learned? What are some of the things that you wish you would learn? You can upload a Google document, meaning you could write your answers in a Google document and upload it, or you can write your answers in the comment section and then you can turn it in. Okay? It has to be 3 to 4 complete sentences, beginning with a capital letter, ending with a period or an exclamation point or a question mark, depending on your statement. And that's it. That's going to be your exit ticket for today. Write an end of the summer reflection or end of the summer school reflection. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like. Tell me what you learned. Tell me some of the things that you hope to learn in the future. You can tell me about middle school. This is an open-ended reflection about your summer school experience. So it could be as open as you can. So
Mr. Lobos is talking to talk to you.
Yes, let me see. Desmarina? Where's Desmarina?
Chat room.
She said, do we have to finish the work?
Yes, you do. That's not mandatory, guys. The only thing you don't have to do is the Achieve articles. The Achieve articles was extra credit, right? So Desmarina, the Achieve articles are extra credit, but everything else, your homework, like your spelling and reading, you have to do that. That is something that you have to do. Right? So at this time, everyone is writing their reflection.
Oh, yeah.
I already put mine in the chat.
Aaron, you don't write your reflection in the chat. It has to go on Google Classroom.
Oh.
It's under day 13, Aaron, under day 13. But you can copy and paste your answer from the chat into your reflection. Only you, because that's your personal reflection.
Okay.
Everyone else has to write their own reflection.
Okay. Let me just copy.
Okay. So remember, for everyone else, you go to day number 13 and you should be writing your reflection right there. You can write on a Google document, guys, like this. You can have a Google document and then you could upload it if you want. It doesn't have to be in the comment section.
Mr. Lobos, I have a problem. Like I do copy, and then once I go over here, and doesn't say like anything.
Maybe it doesn't let you copy. Maybe you have to write it again.
Okay. Well, I'll copy right now.
Okay.
Let me just mute my mic.
I do want to say thank you guys for everyone that has been doing their work throughout summer school. I am extremely proud of every single one of you guys that have been doing your work. If you know that you're one of those people that have not done anything, I mean, I'm not going to get mad at you, but
do it.
this is your personal education, guys. This is something that, remember, your education is something that no one can take away from you. Meaning when you learn something, you have that forever, right? It's going to be in your mind forever. So if you're not putting the effort, to do your best in school every day, then that's going to be on you, unfortunately. It's going to be on you. I remember when I was in school, guys, I loved learning. I always wanted to learn. I always wanted to read. I always wanted to do, to always do the best that I could, to do better in school. But the majority of you guys have been doing work, and that makes me really happy. I'm really proud of everyone for doing their work. That means that you guys are hardworking students, that you guys are not, despite the circumstances and everything going on at home and with the coronavirus and everything, you guys were able to do an amazing job, and I'm thankful for that. I just want to say that I am extremely proud to have been your teacher, not just for summer school, to have been your teacher for this whole year. And it was a pleasure to having Deshaun. It was a pleasure to having Ryan and Edgar and Angel and Lawrence, who's been really quiet today. Who else? Richard. Okay. So I hope you guys have an amazing summer. I hope that you guys can do a great job in middle school, and let me know how things go. You guys have me on my YouTube channel. You guys have me on my Instagram page, my school Instagram page, and let me know how everything is going. Okay.
Bye, Mr. Lobos.
You finished your question, Ryan?
No.
Just do your question. Finish your question. Really quick. Okay. Buenos días, chicos. Good morning. Buenos días a todos los que acaban de entrar. Buenos días. Good morning, Josué. Good morning, Manuel. Buenos días. I was going to say Jocelyn Martinez. Good morning, Kayla. Good morning to Enrique Cordero. Good morning to Magali. Good morning to ¿quién más está aquí? Yael. Ruby Torres. Michelle. Todos, buenos días. Espero que hayan tenido un buen fin de semana, el fin de semana pasado, pero espero que hayan tenido un excelente martes. Estoy practicando mi español porque se me está olvidando. I'm forgetting my Spanish, guys. I'm forgetting my Spanish because I barely use it in class. So I don't want to forget, my Spanish. Por eso estoy hablando en español. Y espero que todos hayan tenido una buena noche. Hoy es el último día de escuela de verano. Today is the last day of summer school. Woo! Yes, today is the last day of summer school. So before anything, I want to show you the agenda for today of the things that we're going to do. Today is June 24th of 2020. We are going to have circle time right now. Then we're going to read a short story, a short selection. Then we're going to have a brain break, which is the Kahoot. We are not going to have a word study. I know I put it in here, but we're not going to do that. And then we're going to have our exit ticket for day 13. The exit ticket for today is a reflection. So we're going to write a reflection today. It's going to be very short about our summer school experience, but I'm going to tell you more about that towards the end. So that's going to be our exit ticket for today. Now, it is circle time. Vamos a tener tiempo de círculo. Congratulations to everyone. You have officially, after today, finished your elementary school experience. ¿Qué significa eso? Eso significa that you are now middle school students. After today, you're officially middle school students. And I could not have been any more proud of every single one of y'all for doing an amazing job, not only this year, but for coming to summer school, for continuing to hand in your assignments. Thank you guys for being amazing. For those of you that have not done anything, because some of you guys have not tried, and I know that for sure, I'm not disappointed, I'm not angry, but remember, like I was telling my other class, this is your education, guys. What you guys learn is something that no one can take away from you. That's gonna stay with you forever. So if you're not trying, if you're not doing your homework, if you're not paying attention, if you're not handing in your work, that's gonna be on you guys. I try my best to make sure that you guys have all your questions answered, to make sure that you have all the instructions, all the assignments in the clearest ways possible. But if you guys are not doing it, then it's going to be up to you guys. I can't do anything about that now. You have until 1 p.m. today to finish anything that you have missed, meaning after class today from 11 to 1 p.m., you have 2 hours to finish any homework assignments, to finish any exit tickets, to finish any work that you were supposed to do, okay? Any achieve articles that you want to get for extra credit, you could do that after today. But after 1 p.m., I'm going to grade everything and we're officially done, guys. There's going to be a report card for summer school. Va a haber un report card for summer school. And it's going to show how much progress you did if you were able to, to successfully complete summer school. So I know that there's a couple of students that have not finished most of the work. And I've already texted your parents, I've spoken with them, but now it's up to you guys to do your work. So with that said, we're going to transition into circle time. So for circle time, tell me, how do you feel about being middle school students? What do you feel? You can write your responses in the chats. I'm going to give you another 2 minutes. And then after that, we can open up for discussion. Diego, your mic is on. Okay, guys, let's see what you guys wrote in the chats. ¿Quiénes están aquí? Let me see.
Shit.
This is for my students that are from Mr. Paz's class right now. You can go, and that includes Julian, Richard, anyone else who is still from Mr. Paz's class. You can leave. You can finish your assignment after Mr. Paz's class. But I want everyone that should be in Mr. Paz's class to transition to Mr. Paz's class.
Richard, do you need any help with math? This is Ms. McGrew. Is he still there?
He just left.
Oh, man. Okay, I'll see if I can find him.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. For the rest of us, let me read your responses. Good morning. Good and happy. Good. Everyone is happy and nervous. Good. Okay, I don't have a lot of responses. What happened to all the responses? Vamos a ver. I'm gonna officially turn off my camera. Not my camera, but like stop presenting. And vamos a ver, ¿quién quiere hablar? Who wants to talk? Diego, Emmanuel, Enrique, Jocelyn. Who wants to go first? Who wants to share their experience? Or how do they feel about middle school? Let's do Emmanuel.
Mister, I don't feel nothing. That's just normal to me, and that's it.
You don't feel nothing?
Nah, it's just normal.
Just normal?
Well, yeah, a little bit, cause like I'm just gonna meet people. I'm gonna meet new people.
Okay. So you're gonna make new friends?
Yeah,
What else?
and now I'm not gonna be the funny one. Now there's gonna be others that are more funnier than me, so I'm gonna laugh.
You're gonna be the smallest, not in size, but like you're gonna be one of the little kids in school.
Well, yeah, but like,
Because everyone is gonna be 7th grade and 8th grade.
yeah.
It's okay, Emmanuel. It's gonna be okay.
Nah, it's good.
Then you're gonna be in 7th grade and you're gonna be fine after that.
Yeah, I know.
Vamos a ver. ¿Quién más quiere participar? ¿Quién quiere hablarnos? Josué. Dinos, Josué. What do you think?
I am nervous for sixth grade because I'm gonna be like the smallest kid on my class.
Okay, you're nervous. So what are you gonna do about it to not be nervous? What are some steps that you think you're gonna do to not be nervous?
I don't know.
You don't know yet? Well, some advice that I can give you, Josue, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. Is it gonna be hard? Yeah, it's gonna be hard at the beginning, but then you're gonna get used to it. After going to school for a couple weeks, a couple months, you're gonna get used to it. And then sooner or later, by the middle of sixth grade, you're not even gonna realize. You're gonna be okay. Just try your best, make new friends, always be good. Don't follow bad examples. Don't do what other kids do. Be yourself. Okay? Vamos a ver, ¿quién más? ¿Quién más? ¿Quién más me puede decir qué va a hacer? Yael.
Well, I'm kind of like nervous. I feel like I'm in a game. Like our first school was like I have level 1, level 2, level 3, like level 4 until level 5. Now I'm going to the harder levels to level 6, and I'm kind of like nervous. Like, oh shit.
You think that, so for you, Yael, it's not really the kids. For you, it's like the schoolwork is going to be harder?
Yes.
Okay. That's valid. And that's true. Schoolwork is going to get harder for 6th grade and 7th grade and 8th grade and 9th grade. But all you have to do, Yael, is try your best. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have an A+ in everything. But you just have to try and listen and pay attention and participate in class and hand in your work on time. And you should be fine.
Okay.
You
I'll
could
try
always
my,
ask for extra help. You could always ask your teacher for extra help.
okay, I'll try my best to finish my work, and it's good.
Okay? Thank you. Ahora vamos a ver. Jared, would you like to tell us how you feel about going to middle school? You're officially a middle school student.
I don't know, like different teachers, different friends, and different work, and a different school.
How do you feel? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you excited and nervous?
Oh yeah, because I already know that it's gonna be fun.
Okay. Are you going to join any sports?
Yeah,
You like sports?
yeah.
Okay. Football or soccer?
Soccer.
Okay. Do they let 6th graders play sports?
No, I'm 7th grade.
7th grade. That's good. That's good because the 7th and 8th graders are taller. They're bigger. So you don't want to get hurt. Vamos a ver, ¿quién más? ¿Quién más? Enrique, Mr. Cordero, señor Cordero, háblanos.
Yo no sé.
¿Cómo te sientes, chico?
Yo no sé.
No sabes. Diego, your mic is still on. Thank you, Diego. Enrique, dinos, ¿cómo te sientes para el próximo año? ¿Estás nervioso? ¿Tienes ansiedad? ¿Te sientes contento? ¿Qué pasa? Háblanos.
estoy nervioso porque va a ser más difícil.
Va a ser más difícil. Sí va a ser más difícil, chicos, pero al final del día ustedes pueden pedirle ayuda a sus maestros, pero también tienen que poner atención, chicos, tienen que hacer sus tareas. Si ustedes ven que el trabajo es difícil, pero no hacen su tarea, ¿cómo creen que les van a ayudar si no están haciendo su tarea? You have to make sure that you always do your work on time, that you do your homework. That way, if you have trouble with anything, your teacher can help you out. Okay? Gracias, chicos. Vamos a ver, ¿a quién más? ¿Quién más? The girls are quiet. Ruby, tell us, Ruby Moreno. Dinos, ¿cómo te sientes? Are you there, Ruby?
She's gone.
She's there, but her mic is off. What about Ruby Alvarez? Ruby Torres, how do you feel?
Happy.
You're happy? Tell me why you feel happy.
Because I'm going to go to another school.
You're going to go to another school, okay? Are you excited to make new friends? Your classes?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's good. Thank you, Ruby. Vamos a ver, Michelle. Michelle, dinos algo. Dinos algo, Michelle Velázquez. ¿Cómo te sientes? Are you there, Michelle? You fell asleep? No. Vamos a ver. Kayla, tell us something. Dinos algo, Kayla. How do you feel? Are you excited?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Kayla just said one word. Yes. She's excited. Jocelyn Martínez, háblanos, chica. Que estás jugando con tu pelo. ¿Por qué juegas con tu pelo? Dinos algo. ¿Cómo te sientes? How do you feel de ir a escuela de middle school? ¿Estás contenta? ¿Estás nerviosa? ¿Qué pasa? Dinos, háblanos. Hoy es el último día de clase.
Nervous?
You're nervous? Okay. Are you happy though? Are you happy?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you so much. Vamos a ver, ¿quién más? Evelyn. Evelyn Rodríguez. Evelyn Giovanna. Háblanos. ¿Qué pasa, Evelyn? ¿Cómo te sientes? How do you feel, Evelyn?
Nervous?
Okay. ¿Alguien más? ¿Quién no participó? Who did not participate? Did I miss anyone? Juan.
Diego.
¿Qué pasó?
Kayla.
Kayla said something. ¿Cómo te sientes, Juan? Juan García, háblanos. ¿Te dormiste? Are you sleepy? Okay, let's try Diego. Háblanos, Diego. ¿Cómo te sientes, Diego? How are you?
I'm good.
You good? How do you feel about middle school?
Good. Also good.
Are you excited to make new friends? Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. I'm going to mute your microphone really quick. Yeah, thank you. Okay, chicos. Ahora, we've officially ended with circle time. We've spoken about our agenda for the day, and we are going to do one piece of work today before we play the Kahoot game. We're going to play a good Kahoot game. Today, we're going to play the whole game. There's 13 questions. Okay? So, but before we do that, before we play a whole Kahoot game, I do want to finish our last lesson for today, for this summer school. This is our last lesson for summer school. It's a passage about New York. How many people have been to New York? Raise your hand.
Mr. Lobos.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm saying that you.
Okay. No, I'm saying how many of you guys have been to New York?
We never been to New York.
Yeah, that's why you, Mr. Lobos.
Well, I'm from New York, so it's my home. That's my home.
I have never been there.
Mhm. You've never been there? Okay, so today we're going to learn about it. Who would like to participate and read?
Me, 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 Josue.
Josue is going to be the first one. After Josue is going to be, who else wants to participate?
Me.
Ruby's going to be the second paragraph. And vamos a ver. Emmanuel Perez, you're going to be the third paragraph. Okay.
Okay.
Diego, ¿querías leer tú?
No.
Okay. Everyone else turn off their microphone for now, except Josue. Thank you. You can start, Josue. Reshaping New York.
Reshaping New York. Each year, tens of millions of people visit New York City. What they
May not.
not realize is that this beautiful city was a result of
Very careful planning.
very careful planning. The planning was so
successful
that New York City became a model for other cities across the nation.
Thank you, Josue. Ahora, Ruby.
During much of the
Okay, so it's your TV, Ruby. During much of the 20th century?
During much of the 12th century, many government-funded construction projects sprang up in New York. Most of these projects were built under the direction of Robert Moses. Although Moses was not trained as a city planner or engineer, he had a vision in mind to improve the city and bring its brilliance to a new level.
Thank you. Ahora, Emmanuel. Robert Moses' vision.
Moses held many different positions within the city government. During this time, he had more and more influence in the city's building projects. Moses made major changes to cities, park, highways, bridges, and tunnels. He had two important goals in mind. These were expand existing parks and to make the parks easier to reach by car, since many more people were driving them.
Thank you. Can I get another volunteer? Another person? Yael, can you read this paragraph for us?
Me.
Who said me?
Jared.
Okay, Jared, you could go, and then Yael.
path to success. First, he expanded the Central Park Zoo. Then he directed the construction of a bridge to connect three of the areas of new bridges of York City. This was followed by constructions of other bridges. He built highways in the suburbs
Yes.
or less populated areas outside the city. He could see that the rising use of cars and the ability to get into the city easily were important to people living there.
Okay. Thank you, Jared. And the last paragraph goes to Yael, master builder.
Mouse built some of New York's finest buildings, such as the Lincoln Central from the Performing Arts,
Performing Arts,
Performing Arts,
Shea Stadium,
Shea Stadium, others of Mouse's project. Moses Projects was home to the New York City baseball.
New York Mets.
New York Mets baseball team. Moise also used his influence to combat the United States.
United Nations.
United Nations to make the headquarters in Manhattan instead of Philadelphia. At his first place, his project, the Movement in Ann was so affected that others circle around the nation adopted his idea.
Okay. Thank you guys for participating. Thank you, Yael. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Josue. Thank you, Ruby, for participating. I'm going to read it one more time, and then we're going to start the questions really quick. Reshaping New York. Everyone, please pay attention so you know the answers for the questions. Each year, tens of millions of people visit New York City. What they may not realize is that this beautiful city was a result of very careful planning, guys. This planning was so successful that New York City became a model for other cities across the country. During much of the 20th century, many government-funded construction projects sprang up in the city, or in New York. Most of these projects were built under the direction of Robert Moses. Although Moses was not trained as a city planner or engineer, he had a vision in mind to improve the city and bring its brilliance to a whole new level. Robert Moses' vision. Moses held many different positions within the city government. During this time, he had more and more influence in the city's building projects. Moses made major changes to the city parks, highways, bridges, and tunnels. He had two important goals in mind. These were to expand existing parks and to make the parks easier to reach by car, since many more people were driving them. Path to success. First, he expanded the Central Park Zoo. Then he directed the construction of a bridge to connect three of the areas of New York City. This was followed by the construction of other bridges. He built highways in the suburbs or less populated areas outside of the city. He could see that the rising use of cars and the ability to get into the city easily were important for people living there. Master builder. Moses built some of New York's finest buildings, such as the Lincoln Center for Performing Arts, Shea Stadium. Another of Moses' projects was home to the New York Mets baseball team. Moses also used his influence to convince the United Nations to make its headquarters in Manhattan. Manhattan is like the center of New York, guys. instead of Philadelphia. As first planned, his project development and planning was so effective that other cities around the nation adopted his ideas. Okay, vamos a ver. ¿Quién más está aquí con nosotros? ¿Se fueron todos los chicos o no se han ido todavía? I'm going to show you something really quick. Can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? Yes?
Yes.
So this is New York City, guys. You see all the buildings?
Wow.
Let me show you. ¿Ven todos los edificios? All of these are buildings next to each other. That's incredible, right? Just to show you a little bit about what we were reading. These are all the bridges connecting the city. This is another one. This is a famous one. Does anyone know this building in the middle? This big building. Does anyone know the name of this building?
The tower.
That tower. What is the name of that tower? Does anyone know?
Skyscraper. I don't know.
No. This is where, have you seen the movie of King Kong?
Oh, yes.
He's holding on to this building. Él se sube al edificio, King Kong. So do you remember this building in the movie?
Mm-hmm.
This is the Empire State Building. The Empire State Building is one of the biggest buildings in the city.
I was thinking to say that, but I was like thinking, is it the higher estate building?
Yeah. Do you see this building in the back? The one with, it looks gray?
Yeah.
This one that I'm pointing? That's the tallest building in New York right now. It's 1,776 feet. It's like 120 floors. Mm-hmm. This building is where the Twin Towers used to be. Do you guys remember the Twin Towers?
Yeah.
They rebuilt it. Now there's only one tower. It's called the Freedom Tower. Okay.
That's the Freedom Tower?
Is the Freedom Tower because it's exactly like the Independence, 1,776, 1,776 feet tall.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you have the ocean. We're surrounded by water. Hay mucha gente que vive ahí.
In the water?
No, not in the water, but in the city. ¿Dónde está otro edificio? There you have the Statue of Liberty.
The
that you were talking about.
Liberty.
Anyways, ¿dónde está un mapa? Les voy a mostrar un mapa rápido antes que vayamos a las preguntas.
New York.
So this is a map. Can you guys see the map?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So all of this area that is highlighted, the area that is highlighted is the city, right?
Red.
You have Brooklyn right here.
Buffalo is also part.
You have Queens.
The Brooklyn Bridge.
You have Staten Island right here. You have the Bronx right here. And then you have Manhattan. Manhattan is like right here, where you see all the buildings. Guess where I live, where my family lives.
New York.
Well, yes, but my family lives right here. Where you see this 495 right here?
Where?
So we just take a train into the city. We're only 40 minutes away. Es como decir, we live in Fort Worth and New York City would be Dallas. Is that close?
What's New York City anyways?
Okay. Hoy chicos, vamos a contestar las preguntas rápido para que juguemos el juego. What is this section Robin Moses about? This section right here. What is this section right here that I highlighted in blue? Mostly about. I'm gonna wait for you guys. Take your time. Chicos, I'm really gonna miss you guys. I've been thinking right now. I'm just like distracted a little bit about like we're not gonna have any more summer school after this.
Yeah.
B. Oh, Josue, I see how it is. Josue is like, yeah, we're not gonna have summer school.
Yeah, because I hate summer school.
I mean, at least you're honest. At least you're honest. I thought you were gonna say, yeah, Mr. Lobos, we're gonna miss you, but no, you hate summer school. Everyone is picking D. The correct answer to this question is actually, let me see, C. No. That's not right. It's not A. It's not B.
So it's D.
It's D. You're right.
Oh, got it right.
You guys are right. Pregunta número 2. Which section contains information about the bridges Robert Moses built? So which section contained information about the bridges that Robert Moses helped build?
Everybody clap your hands.
¿Cuáles son las respuestas? Everyone is choosing H, J. The correct answer is H. I highlighted for you guys. I told you. I gave you the answer. So where do we find information about the bridges? Right here, guys. This is followed by the construction of other bridges.
The path of success.
Then he directed the construction of a bridge to connect 3 of the areas of New York. So that's where he talks about bridges. Pregunta número 3. The selection, Reshaping New York, is mostly about what? What is the main idea of this passage, of the whole passage? What is the main idea? Ooh, I removed him by accident. Oh no. That was an accident, guys. I was trying to mute the microphones. Why are you laughing? Okay. What is the main idea of the passage, guys? Le voy a dar 30 segundos. You have the next 30 seconds to think about what was the main idea of this passage. What did we talk about?
Mr. Lobos?
I removed you by accident, Yael. I'm so sorry about that.
Like, I guess he doesn't want me.
Yeah, no, I was going to mute your microphone because it was really loud, but it was an accident.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. ¿Qué creen? What is the main idea of that, of the whole passage? ¿Qué creen? De lo que hemos estado hablando, chicos. Everyone is saying A or C. C, 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 D, 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 D. ¿Quién más? There's 17 people in this chat. ¿Quién más cree? ¿Qué respuesta? Everyone is saying A or C. What do you think? Which one is the main idea? That's basically what it's asking. The selection reshaping New York is mostly about what? No one else has an answer? ¿Nadie más tiene una respuesta? Come on, guys. There's more people. Everyone is choosing. Oh, everyone is answering H, H, D, D, C, 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 C. The correct answer, guys, for this one is A. Because it's not just talking about the buildings, but it's also talking about the word public works. Public works are like all the different projects that he did, like the zoo, like the bridges, and the buildings all together that he built. C, guys, is really good. It's one of the best answers. The importance of Robert Moses building work in New York City. But the best answer would be A, the different types of buildings, because it gives us specific names of buildings, such as Central Park Zoo, or it gives us the Shea Stadium and Lincoln Center of Performing Arts. So they're being very specific with the buildings and the public works. So that's why A would be the best answer. Last but not least, guys, we're just going to do one question for comprehension. I would like someone to come off of mute and answer this question. How does the selection master builder, which is this one right here, this paragraph right here at the bottom, guys, talks about how New York, the different buildings, right? And how his project's development and planning was so effective in the city that it actually was adopted by other cities across the country. So how does that contribute to the main idea of the whole story? Can anyone tell me? Someone would like to come off of mute?
Moses built some of New York's finest buildings.
Okay, but how does that contribute to like the main idea of everything? How does this paragraph specifically contribute to the main idea? If we said that the main idea was that Robert Moses was able to create different public works projects, right? And buildings, right? How does that help with this? How does this paragraph right here, how does that connect with it? ¿Alguien más quiere contestar? Someone would like to come off mute, maybe? Emmanuel, Jared, Ruby.
It's showing how all the buildings are built, and they're gonna make more projects about the buildings.
But would you say that the buildings and the projects were successful? Were they successful, Ruby?
Yes.
Because they were beautiful and they were big and people loved them, right? So the buildings and projects were successful. Thus, it influenced other cities across the country. So basically other cities in America, like Philadelphia and other cities, right? They followed his example because the projects were so successful in New York City. So that's one thing that we can say about this. Okay? Because of time, guys, por el tiempo, we are going to cut it right here so that we can play our Kahoot game.
Yay!
Okay.
Okay,
The last Kahoot game.
No puedo entrar al juego si no se me corta la llamada.
Okay.
Are we gonna do other questions?
We're gonna try. If everyone can sign up really quick, si todos pueden sign in really quick, we're gonna try it. Okay. In the meantime, I'm gonna stretch my legs a little bit.
Mr. Lopez.
Okay, chicos, thank you. Now that we all signed up really quick, we don't have a lot of time. If you're still signing in, the password is going to be here at the bottom. Let me show you. It's going to be right here. So if you want to sign in,
Mr. Lobo,
yes,
it doesn't let me in.
try again. Log out and log in. The pin is going to be right here. Jocelyn, look. If you want to sign in, the pin is going to be right here. Wow, guys, you're doing much, much better than the other class. You guys got it.
Enrique made another account.
Enrique, do not make another account. I'm going to kick you out. I know that sounded really bad, but I mean the account. I'm going to kick you out, literally.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Who's Tommy?
No, sir. Tommy, maybe my Tommy from other class?
Which element of Satan is
Let's go. Oh, I'm a fourth place. I'm in fourth place in Kahoot.
That's TV. I'm pressing it. You got it wrong.
You can still log in if you have the code right here at the bottom.
I know it was blue.
I put blue, but it kept glitching on me.
I picked
No.
I know it was blue. I picked red.
That's easy.
Let's go!
Everybody got it right.
Good, guys. 13 people got that right. That's really good.
Got it right.
Everyone, make sure.
What?
Sí, mire, están ganando, Enrique, están ganándole.
Oh no, I got it wrong. No. I picked the wrong one.
Oh my god.
Oh, got it wrong.
Can't game this is all over it.
Betting cat. Hold up.
How am I going up?
Betting is always really slow.
Stated, guys, the word stated means, is it always said? Do they always say the setting at the beginning of a story? Or
Hopefully you got it right.
I got it wrong.
false? You know why it's false? Because they don't have to tell you the setting of the story. They don't have to do it.
Got it right. Got it. What place am I?
Setting can affect the character's mental state. Can the characters be confused about where they are in the story?
Got it right again.
Can settings show a different way of life depending on the culture, on the people, on the characters, on the country, where they are?
Oh my, why?
No!
I always think it's right there, but no, it's someone has to use it.
Wrong. What? There's still people like that.
characters can include
I'm not sure if I.
Yeah, I got it wrong. Oh, 3 out of 4. Setting can make the
Last question, guys. This is the last question. Setting can make the character's action more real.
Oh man, I got it wrong.
In third place, we have Juan Garcia. In second place, we have Kayla. And in first place, we have
Enrique.
But Enrique still moved to account. I don't know who made.
I was so
Yeah, but that was only one account, though. That was only one account. Wow, felicidades, buena suerte. Good job, guys. So Enrique is gonna get 2 points of extra credit. And then Kayla is gonna get 1 point of extra credit, and I'll give Juan 1 point too. So Juan and Kayla will get 1 point of extra credit. Enrique will is going to get another point. Let me show you something really quick, guys. Déjenme mostrarle algo muy rápidamente. This is our point system, right? Can you guys see that?
No.
So Enrique is gonna get 2 more points for Kahoot. So now he has 31. Where's Kayla? Right here. Kayla, you have 6 points. So you're gonna have 7. Now you have 27. And then where's Juan? Juan. Juan has 1. Now he's gonna get 2. And now he has 32. So guys, I was gonna talk to you about the point system. You have 2 hours after today, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, to finish any work that you are missing, any Achieve articles. Make sure you take pictures of the Achieve scores and upload them so that I can see the score that you got. Take pictures. Any homework that you're missing, anything that you're missing, you have 2 more hours to turn it in until 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, I'm gonna grade everything. You guys should have this point system ready by tomorrow afternoon. So you can check tomorrow around 2 or 3 p.m. tomorrow. And I'm gonna update the point system with everything from today, tomorrow. If you guys made it, like Ruby Alvarez, if you make it to 50 points or higher, you're gonna get a prize, and I'm gonna contact you directly. And who else is close to 50? And Yael. Those are my 2 students close to 50. However, there might be more students that got 50. There might be more students, like maybe Enrique got more, or maybe someone else got more. So far, it's only Yael and Ruby that are close to 50 that you guys want prizes. I am going to contact you directly if you want prizes, so I can send it to your house. Now, before we end today, guys, antes de que terminemos, el día de hoy, I wanted to say that you have an exit ticket for today, which is you have to go to Google Classroom, and it's going to be day number 13. Everyone go to Google Classroom, day number 13. And on day number 13, it says right here, end of summer school reflection. You're gonna write a short reflection, 3 to 4 sentences. Make it a small paragraph about your summer school experience. You have to make sure, guys, there's a lot of noise in the background. There's a lot of noise. You guys mute your microphone, please? Thank you. Now, You have to make sure that you write in complete sentence. Tienen que escribir en oraciones completas, que comiencen con mayúscula, que terminen con puntos, right? You begin with a capital letter, you end with a period. You have to write in complete sentences. You have to write a small reflection, guys, 3 to 4 sentences. You could do that in 5 minutes, maybe less, in 3 minutes. You can upload a Google document, meaning you can type your answers in a Google document and then upload it, or you can write your responses in the chat. And it's not one sentence. It has to be 3 to 4 sentences, okay? Make sure you complete that. So I'm gonna give you some time right now to finish that, but I'm gonna trust that everyone finishes that assignment because you have 2 more hours of learning. If you choose to finish any work or any assignments, you could do that. In the meantime that you guys are writing that reflection for your exit ticket, I just wanted to say that I am proud of every single one of you guys for doing an amazing job this summer. Ruby and Josue, it was a pleasure to have you in class. Yael, it was a pleasure to have you in class. Ruby, it was a pleasure to have you in class. Ruby, Magali, Juan Garcia, Jocelyn Martinez, Enrique, and Emmanuel. It was a pleasure to have you guys in class. As you are writing your end of the summer reflection right here, make sure to write about, this is very open-ended. So everyone is gonna get 100 as long as you complete it for this specific exit ticket. You can write about your summer school experience, the things you liked about summer school, the things you didn't like about summer school. You can talk about how you feel about being middle school kids now that you guys are going into middle school. Tell me about your experience. Be unique. You can, if you want to write more than 3 sentences, go ahead. You can write more than 3 sentences if you want. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about anything? ¿Alguien tiene alguna pregunta acerca de algo?
I have a question.
Yes, Juan.
When do we turn in the laptops?
In my understanding, I don't have a specific answer for that. You're supposed to stay with the laptops. Actually, let me not give you that answer. I'm going to get back to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my administrator, and then I'm going to put a response on the Google Classroom. So do you see where I always put the announcements right here?
Ticket.
Yes.
I'm going to put a response here later today. So let me get back to you, and I'll put a response right here. So later today, let's say around in a couple hours, come back and check this. I'm going to put an announcement right here so you guys know. I think you're supposed to stay with your laptop for the summer. That way you're ready for next year, but I'm not 100% sure. I want to get a better answer for you guys.
Mr. Lobo.
Yes.
What if we're done with the exit ticket?
If you're done with the exit ticket, Ruby, then I hope you have an amazing summer. It was a pleasure having you in class, and I really, really enjoyed having you, and best of luck in middle school, okay? Good luck with everything.
Mr. Lobos, what do we write for to get the bag of chips?
You don't have to write anything. I'm going to contact you. If you want a prize, I'm going to contact you directly, okay?
¿Ya habías acabado?
No le estoy preguntando.
Mr. Lobos, tengo una pregunta. ¿Dónde hacemos el exit ticket? I mean,
Donde siempre está, Enrique. Donde dice exit tickets. Día número 13. Day number 13.
No, como en los comentarios lo escribimos.
Puedes hacerlo en un Google document, un documento de Google.
Okay.
Y después salvarlo y ponerlo adentro de cuando you turn it in. ¿Ok? O puedes ponerlo en el comentario, pero si lo pones en el comentario tiene que ser un párrafo, Enrique, no puede ser una oración.
Okay.
Okay. So briefly, guys, what was I going to say? I was just called into a meeting. I have to go into a meeting right now with Ms. Harper, but I wanted to wish everyone an amazing summer. Por favor, terminen su exit ticket. Please finish your exit ticket right now. Don't wait until later. Do it right now so that when I come back and check your grades, everything is done. Again, if you have not completed any homework assignments or any Achieve articles, you can do it right now. You have until 1 p.m. today to finish any homework assignments that you're missing so that I can give you full credit. If you do Achieve articles, make sure to take a picture of it and upload it. And como les dije, I hope you have an amazing summer, guys. I'm proud of everyone. Make sure to stay out of trouble. Please stay out of trouble. When you go to middle school, just because your friends are doing something, that doesn't mean that you could do it. Make sure, sean la diferencia. My mom used to say all the time, be the difference. Be the person who's doing the right things, even if everyone is not doing it. So I hope you guys have an amazing summer. It was a pleasure having you guys. Best of luck with everything. Bye.
Ya terminé.